why it itself was the most treasured site in Christianity.
Hey, alright. Ooh, welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is, what is it? Monday, January 3rd, 2022. How the heck are you? You did it. You made it. It's Monday, I know. But it's 2022. That's what matters the most. So this is, get over here, the first show of 2022. God, I hate these golf shirts. No more golf shirts. We're getting rid of them. Hell no, I'll never do it. Never! These golf shirts are with me till the end! Till I grow back into them. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for hanging out on a Monday. It is January 3rd. I was going to talk Chinese, but I decided to do against it. I hope you had a safe and happy New Year's, obviously, if you're here. Unless you're in your hospital bed because you weren't safe. What am I talking about? Let's make this a happy show. Let's get this over here. Right? There we go. You like that? There. Oh, Jiminy, god dang Christmas. It's something new, and that should be fixed. Your sister's got helmet head. You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't realize I can go that far. Okay. That's good. So, I hope it was safe. Glad you're here. Thank you all for the support. What a hell of a freaking weekend for UFOs and the genre as a whole. But this S-4 thing is still rolling along, trying to have legs. And it's I think it's gone now. I think it's not officially gone. If you weren't around, UFO Proof, the channel, says that he found S4. There's a flag in it. You know, one of those pins they put on a map. S4 Research Facility, S4 whatever. And then, as I predicted, once again, I mean, really? Should I even have this gift? It is. I keep giving it to you. I know you care, but I'm just saying, this gift that I have, I said they're going to get rid of it. You're going to see it. I said it was going to be blurred out. But they took the flags down. They took them down. So now you don't know what it is over there. Why did that happen? We'll talk about that. Pure speculation, of course, but we won't spend 4 hours on it, though. I can tell you that much. If I have to talk about this after today, one more time, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with all of it. Oh, what is this? William Bridges, a $10 super chat says, for the year of truth. Ma! 2 dozen me. She's got it already. She's already working on the second dozen for you, Mr. Bridges. Thank you very much for a $10 super chat. Way to kick off the new year. Mucho gusto generoso. Continuing supporter of Goof On. 99 cents. That's $1. Zen Master Me. Happy New Year to you. And that is a super sticker. I got to open up the phone. And I forgot to do that too. That's because I had to make a run to go get the thing that makes me feel good. Your right hand? Nope, left hand. Let's see. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm going to my own show. And we're going to see what that super sticker is. Let's see. What am I doing here? Oh, this guy. I hate this guy. Can't stand him. What do we got? Super sticker? Oh, it's a smiley face with the sunglasses. Thank you, Zen Master Me, a continuing supporter of Goof On, and hope you had a good one. Really do. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I also want to go over tonight a video from Into Thin Air, who is unbelievable. I mean, this channel got 1,200 subs in a week. This guy's growing faster than weeds on Mars. That channel's just unbelievable. But we're going to, with his permission, we're going to use one of his videos for discussion tonight about the meteor activity. Remember I said something a few months back? I said, we are seeing so many meteors. I bet you we're in the tail of some sort of event that we don't know, they're not telling us, or some comets passing by. Well, he gives us a little bit of a report on that, and very happy to post it, talk about it, whatever. I don't know why I said post it, but I'll post the link in the description when the show's ended for all videos we play tonight. And let's do roll call. Roll call for the new year. Claudia Rodriguez, welcome to the show. William Bridges, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. What is that? Alien scientist N. McWest should head up. Yeah, you know, No. They should just do one and we'll make it official for ufology. That's not a bad idea. Welcome to the show. Ms. DJ, welcome to the show. Happy New Year to you. Exofa Terrestrial with another great channel, same as the name. Go check it out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Welcome to the show. Marvin Dale Likens Jr. Welcome to the show. B. Baker's in the house. Welcome to the show. Brian L's here. Welcome to the show. Mako. Hello. Welcome to the show. Mr. Big Feet. Welcome to the show. Felicia the Beautiful Flores. Welcome to the show. Hey, where is Dr. Z, by the way? Where's he been? And where's Mr. D.B. Cooper? Where is he? Where are they? What happened to them? Is it the same guy? Is it the same person? Are they one and the same? Welcome to the show, Wheel Drift. Good to see you. Coral Ann! I know. Forget me. I'm an idiot. Welcome to the show. Andy Miller, welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins, welcome to that show. My kitty cat is jealous of Goof On. May take me away from the chat for a few minutes. Be right back. Thank you. Welcome. Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago from... I almost said Forrest Gump. What's his name? What's that show? What was that? What was that movie? Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah. Big King, welcome to the show. Aussie Tiger, Third Phaser, Griffonian, Quaker Rock Fam, welcome to the show. Any longer? We got to acronym you, man. Lee Guy, the Baconator, welcome to the show. Paul Cago, welcome to the show. Happy New Year to you. Kelly Lewis, welcome to the show. We're almost done. Off-World Adam, welcome to the show. Caleb Benjamin, welcome to the show. Ben, Yorkshire, UK, welcome to the show. What else we got? Who's at the door? I see Catherine Deere, Jimmy Mack, First Floor Audio Lee, welcome to the show. Hairless Primate, welcome to the show. Jeff S., welcome to the show. Alfie Joe Bob, welcome to the show. Larry Schulte, welcome to the show. There is a fully intact Russian space rocket with 5 boosters and a lot of fuel that malfunctioned and is crashing back to Earth in 2 days. It was in low Earth orbit, so it won't burn up. Coming down. Ooh, we'll keep an eye on that one, Larry. Thank you, and welcome to the show. Hellfire Studios, the show, welcomes you. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. FCraft72, welcome to the show. Ian McFadden. Did you change that? Welcome to the show. All right, let's get going. Andy Gambino and Caleb Benjamin, welcome to the show. 43 Pigtail YouTube, Too Much Information, 10, not 2. And Black Lotus Productions is here. Welcome to the show. On the rise, there we go. Mike Isaacs, welcome. Franklin Mathers, welcome. Sal from SoCal, welcome. Shane Rodriguez, what's up, Shane? Man, I know. I did it a little longer than normal because it's the first show in the new year. But after tonight, we're going back to 1-minute intros, 1-minute hellos. I can't, they take too long. Believe me. Yeah, you know what? The extra minute doesn't hurt, so I'll do what I want. But I get people messaging, I have to fast forward 10 minutes of your show because you say hello to everybody. No, not everybody. Exofa Terrestrial with a 5-pounder. Thanks for the shout out. No, thank you. And thank you for the $5. Way to support the show. What? Diesel Girl 1031, welcome to the show. Exopha Terrestrial. I don't know what just happened to me. I got hit with a low energy wave or something. Like, it just... That'd be great. That's the way I need the show to end. Forever. He died doing what he loved. Thank you, Exopha Terrestrial. Mucho gusto, generoso. You killed Rich. You killed Kenny. That's how I have to go down on the show. Yeah, it has to be that way. Yeah, if it isn't, then why even bother? Why am I here? Hey, World in Chaos 76 with a $10 super chat. Now, let me tell you, that is awfully generous of you. As a matter of fact, it's mucho gusto, generoso. World in Chaos 76. Thank you for the support and a continuing supporter you are. Happy New Year to you and yours. There's more people that came in. Look, I mean, if I said hello to everybody, we'd be done by now. All right? Huh? Well, I mean, the show would go on. What's up, John Rose? I like to see that. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. Gigi Abby Lynn. All right, let's go. Tim Freestone. Gotcha. Don't worry about it. What do we got today? What are we doing? I'm just going to get you warmed up a little. Just get your palate a little happy. Huh? A little wet. We're going to wet your palate. I played a minute of this or something like that the other day, and it got lost in conversation translation. I don't know how we didn't do it. But Grant Cameron had MUFON's Peter Whitley on, who claims he flew a UFO. It's true. You know how he flew it? Yeah. I want you to take a guess. I want you to take a guess. Yeah. This guy's great. Hey, why is that happening? This is a first. But I don't... Why is this happening? How did that happen? Oh, I picked the wrong screen? Oh, idiot. I picked the wrong screen. Got it. I'm new here. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. That was fun, though. I like to be freaked out for a second. All right, here we go. This guy flew a UFO, and he's a MUFON guy. Yeah. No, you'll see. Let's open it up.
I'll say one more thing about that room that was quite interesting. I went to that room on another occasion, and they pulled another book from the wall. The wall didn't appear to have any books, but they
pulled a book from the wall, and then he realized he lied and got screwed up for a minute. This is the problem when telling a lie, that you flew with UFOs. So now he's going to circle back Saki and say, well, they didn't have any books. So let's see.
Another book from the wall. The wall didn't appear to have any books, but they go to the wall and this white slab comes out.
Yeah. They pulled books from the wall. Wow, the books, there was a wall. I didn't see any books, but apparently they just pulled them out of thin air. I like this guy, man. This guy makes me a little bit, I don't know, how should I say?
And somehow it was communicated to me that the information is actually held within the walls.
Oh, it's held within the walls, is it? Oh, like all secrets must be inside walls. That's it. Who's this jerk off in the back? That's him? That's him. How long is this? 4 minutes? I can't play anymore. Anyway, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to. Do I? I can't. Can I?
Or conscious properties?
Oh, God, the way he talks is so annoying. Everything's a question. I put my foot in my sock and my sock in my shoe. Whoo, look, he's even doing it now. Huh?
As if the ship had a consciousness?
This guy's got a question for just statements, man. I don't know what it's called. Look, now he's doing the eye thing because he's got to think. Now he's going to buy some time with the eye pick. The eye pick's pretty good with liars. Yeah. Let's just go through. Look. Yep, anytime they do this. Oh.
I said, so is this ship alive?
This is unbelievable. Everything's a question. I can't believe it. Everywhere I put the needle on the record, put the needle on the needle on the record, and the drum beat goes like this.
But the process by which we make this ship
is with chocolate. Do we put it with chocolate? Shane Rodriguez with $20. What's going on, Shane? Goof on and fam. Got a couple of tats done. Oh, that tats done today. Emailed you pics and also feeling pretty good for a change. Sorry about the New Year's show. I could jump in now. But what been talking about tonight after show? I'm down. Okay, good. I got the message. Glad we talked. And thank you for the $20, Shane. Everybody, Shane Rodriguez, feeling better. Got a couple of tats. Let's give him a little bit of, hey, we got coffee tonight. We'll drink to you, buddy. Thank you very much. We'll drink to you, huh? Oh, sorry. Hold on. I just realized I have no pants on. I've got shorts. It was 83 yesterday in Florida, and today was 61. Yeah, it dropped. They had nice storms last night. Anyway, this guy did not. Oh, what is Grant Cameron doing now? What's he talking lies too? Shane Rodriguez, you are a continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto, El Generoso. Jen Urso. Wow. Did I miss something? Hey, look who's here, out of time. Hello. John Hintz is here. What? Why is everybody touching their eye? What is going on with this?
Research on that?
What is going on? You're going to poke your eye out with that thing. All right, I had fun. I had my New Year's fun. There's nothing worse than a guy who's telling the truth when he's lying. That guy was. So, glad you're here because it's gone. S4 has disappeared off the map. Not everything, but just the little pins, the flags. They're gone now. Yeah, they were taken out yesterday or so. So, the Lord giveth, and Google Earth taketh away. I thought that was fun. Now, I don't know if... I'm being honest now. I am telling you, I think this is watersheds. I don't think this is S4. I really don't, and I'm going out now and putting it out there. Sorry, third phase. I know we had hopes for it. Hopes, but I think they were doused with the evidence showing that these are probably water gushers. I'm sticking to that. I don't think this is S4 research facility or High Ridge facility. Now, here's something you may want to rub into, everybody. What if, because according to some people out there, S4 is pretty big. If it's underground, the whole facility goes a little bit, maybe miles, maybe a couple of miles. Anyway, Was it Doty who said it? Or David Adair, I think, said that when they were building it, they had to account for the curvature of the Earth. I know. Maybe, what, a mile? Because surveyors who build our freeways, they're out there in the middle of the road. You've seen them with the tripod and the little thing, the camera on top, or the guide. The guy I spoke to, he says they only go about a mile out at a time. And they have to account for the curvature of the Earth, even at a mile. Or was it 10 miles? No, I think it was a mile. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anywho, what if this is S4, but not where Bobby worked at? Why do we have to go off of what Bobby said? All right? Now, what if this was, like it says, High Ridge facility. High Ridge. It's higher. It's on a ridge. And it overlooks a lot of stuff. Maybe it's like a lookout station for S4. It is S4, part of it, maybe. Who knows? We will never know. That's the beauty of it all. And the only way that thing could have been removed, the flags or the pin, whatever, is if somebody worked in the military over there and had access to this stuff. You just can't have citizens putting down pins anywhere they want. This isn't Wikipedia. You can't do it that way. And maybe there are some people in different states that get authorized because of how much they use Google. I still find that weird. Because Google Maps, Google Earth, is the official map of Google. And they don't want people messing it up with, Goofon's Galaxy or something like that. You know what I mean? They don't want people putting fake stuff all over the maps, especially in a military installation in the middle of nowhere that everybody knows about. But maybe, just maybe, the NDA has lifted off of S4. Bob was there in 89, 99, 2009, 2019, and maybe it was there another 15, 16 years. So maybe after 50 years, they got rid of it. By the way, heard it was blown up. There's a rumor going around about that. That S4 was blown up. That's why you can't find any images before 2005. And then they put up this garbage, or maybe just to cover up the mess. Or maybe they covered up the mess by actually covering it up. Those are 100-foot squares, by the way. However you want to shape, however you want to think, however you want to believe that this is S4, I personally don't believe it's the S4 of the Bob Lazar story. It may be S4, just a different part of it. And I've had people all day long sending me stuff and, things nearby, which, by the way, I got to show you some of these pictures. This is amazing. Hellfire Studios sent me some things today, and I was like, whoa, really? That is really wild. So here's some pictures. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but if you haven't. Oh, and I will be talking about David Wilcock tonight, by the way. Hellfire, here we go. So he found some cool pictures that are just, I think he said, north of this ridge that we were just looking at. You understand? All right, here's one. Let me pull that up. Bring it on over to Country Town. 5, 4, 3. Huh? Go. See this? Another mountain entrance. Look at that. Now, I'm pretty sure that these are... Now, who would put... Oh, all right, that was his own. So, this is, if you want to, take a look, there's the link that'll get you there. But here it is. I can't zoom in or anything because it's a Twitter thing, but interesting. Nice little mountain entrance. See the shadow coming off the wall right there. So there's something he sent me. These are, I guess, all over the place. But I'd like to see S4, to be honest with you. Here's another one. Check this one out. This is a good one. Here's 2 entrances. I think Third Phase of Moon did a video about this one. It looks familiar. Here's another one. Oh, that was the one from before. Okay. So this is, they're everywhere. Look at this. 2 more entrances. This one from we just came. This is not the S4. Okay. Now, I'm looking up here. And I don't know what this is, but here's a white smudging, not smudging, but a white square in the road. I don't know what here's another one right here. Oh, they seem to be at these entrances. Look at this. And there's nothing here. But I don't know what this is. Maybe it's the power button to open up the doors. You know, it's the gate. And then there's something down here. Anyway, I can't keep doing this, but this stuff, it's like real tedious work, man. It gets on my nerves. Because Area 51, I'll tell you why. Area 51 bothers me till no end. I just don't like it. I hate Area 51. Because we're looking at stuff, speculating on what it is, by people who claim they work there with no proof. Some people with little proof, but really not a lot of proof. And then you want me to look at this place and say, ooh, UFOs were flying all around there one day in the 40s. No, Rich, they were there in the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, what? Aero car? Come on, man. Anytime our government showed us pictures or video of a disc-shaped object that they built, it was nothing like it should have been. It was a sick, disgusting joke, right? It was like, it looked like one of these. It looked like a disc, like one of these. And the thing would go like this. All fans were blowing down, you know, from B-52 bombers. The guy's got to wear a helmet and earplugs and also wrap himself in plastic in case he explodes from the inside out because of the air. That is not anti-gravity. Why we even looked at that and said, oh, the government's they're making round vehicles. There must be UFOs out there if they're doing that. No. It's a joke. Ha ha. Right? Oh, I can't stand the new year already. I said we're going to have a positive new year. I feel positive. I feel charged up. I'm telling you, I'm tired of it all. Nothing new, I know. But here's why I think the flags were removed off of the fake S4. If we go back to the story that UFO Proof found this, right? If we go back to his claims on how he found it, it's not strong, let's just say that. Yeah, and everything, now that it's gone, it's not on the map anymore. I think that somebody, somewhere, 2 years ago maybe, dropped that there and said, that'll be funny. Let's see how long until somebody finds it. Which is really odd to me because there are people every single day looking at that place, combing through it, looking for evidence. And they never saw that in 2 years? Because I never heard anybody talking about it.
Research facility. That is the government research facility. That is the mountain in the backdrop, just like his.
That's here it is, UFO Proof. One last time, and then we're done with this.
Showing some lines on the mountain that he believed were the doors, even though it was just him putting some lines.
This
on
is
there.
from Alien Scientist Show
or anything. So I was like, that's where everyone always looks for, because that's the way they assume it's going to be. But it's actually not. If you look at one of the drawings, it's actually by some rocky mountains. Of some kind of granite or something like that. That's where the hangar doors were built. So I looked on the opposite side towards these rocky mountains that are over here and wrote up here, I found it. And look at this. Google actually has it labeled S-4 Research Facility. S-4 High Ridge Research Facility. That is the government research facility. That is the mountain in the backdrop, just like the artist rendering. This is the S-4 base where Bob Lazar worked at, and it is labeled right there by Google. I don't know how this has been passed up for so long, but I mean, I just, on a hunch, I decided to go on the opposite side and look, and sure enough, just like Bob Lazar said.
Yeah, it looks
So
nothing.
the S-4 base,
Just like Bob Lazar said. So
Yeah,
let's
isn't it, guys?
actually listen to what Bob Lazar said, right?
Yeah.
That was about the smallest time. After that, I got to see it actually lift off the ground and operate.
But you also, in between that, you saw more than one.
Yeah. The hangars are all connected together, and there are large bay doors between each one. And there were 9 total that I saw, each one being different. Like they had the
Oh yeah, I
assortment
played this
pack.
already. I
Security
forgot.
at S4 was oppressive, Lazar says, and his superiors used fear and intimidation almost as a
They
brainwashing
put a gun to
tool.
my head. As
Did everything but physically hurt me.
Put a gun to your head
Yeah.
Yeah.
and said what? Actually put a gun to your head?
Well, they did that even in the original security briefing.
You see how he skipped over? Like, why wouldn't he just answer it right then and there? He didn't have a migraine. Come on, Bobby.
Used fear and intimidation almost as a brainwashing tool.
Did everything but physically hurt me.
Put a gun to your head
Yeah.
and said what? Actually put a gun to your head?
Well, they did that even in the original security
They actually put a gun to your head. Well, they actually did that. Just answer yes or no, and then tell you a little story.
briefing. They had
Are we done with this? Can we end this?
guards there with
Yeah,
M16.
we're gonna end
the
this.
guys slamming their finger into my chest, screaming in my ear. Some people pointing weapons at me. Like I said, it's not a good place to work.
That fear factor would surface later. Lazar agreed to undergo a
So he describes a facility with 9 hangar doors. So you can actually find this. Okay, so Area
Camouflage
51.
into the mountain. Remember, it's
You guys know
camouflage.
Las Vegas is right here in Nevada, a piece of a mountain range. In reality, it's a little tiny molehill. We have some photographs of that. In fact,
Gabe, what's his name? Gabe.
So the story goes like this from the weekend. Here's what happened. According to Jeremy, he told his listeners to go to the map and flag it as not legitimate. It's not S4. That could have gotten it removed because of people flagging it. But usually in this world, people don't do what you ask. If I asked everybody who's a subscriber, go help me comment on Jeremy Corbell, out of 7,000, there may be 7 of you that would do it. If that. Seriously. It's not easy to get people to follow what you want them to do. And I guess that's a good thing. People are thinking for themselves. However, we're talking about ufology. Anything goes in this planet. Third Phase of Moon did the video. They had it on their video because they're friends with UFO Proof. And had, at the time, 50,000 people watching the video, over the course of 24 hours, 36 hours. Could it have been the heavy traffic from people coming from their video? I think it's a mixture of both. I think flagging something means more to Google Earth than people just showing up looking at it. But who knows? Nobody knows. So we can only speculate. Like I said at the beginning of the show, everything tonight's pure speculation. Nobody knows until we know. Now tonight, Into Thin Air, we'll be putting a video up for Third Phase of Moon. Third Phase of Moon will post a video later tonight, possibly right after this show, or like they usually do at 3 a.m. Eastern. I don't know yet, but I would like to see them do it earlier. But I don't think they can. Nonetheless, it would be interesting to see what Into Thin Air found out. But I appreciate everybody sending me links to pictures and all sorts of stuff on Lazar. I know Dark Sky Files uploaded a video with Bob Lazar today. It was awesome. It was an old video, like from the late 80s. Bob was at a conference talking about his stuff. It was weird to listen to. It was a little different. It was the same, but it was different Bob. It was a different Bob. It was a different Lazar. Well, this is from Exofa Terrestrial's channel. And help me out here, Exofa. Bob Lazar and the book? Let me play this here.
Hidden Lazar. Most people in the UFO community are aware of Bob Lazar, who famously claims to have worked on reverse engineering alien craft at a base called S-4 at Papoose Lake near Area 51.
What's up, ladies?
Hidden in the side of a hill.
Or lady.
I'll provide a link to his interview with Joe Rogan for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Most interviews with Bob, however, seem to leave out some details. These are some small sections from an interview Bob had with some people who were looking to turn his story into a movie many years ago.
About
In
30
them,
minutes.
Bob reveals details that aren't mentioned in his more famous interviews.
About 30
so
minutes.
I just wanted to bring them to your attention. I'll also provide a link to the archive of the interview transcripts so you can read them in full. Let's begin.
This is unbelievable. Good job, Exofa Terrestrial.
We got out of the bus, and this is when that all ran through my mind.
No way.
I said, "This is the secret fighter of the future that we're working on." We came in the hangar in the entrance, walked around it, and this is the first time that we picked up what I call parasitic guards.
Now, this is before the S4 quote-unquote discovery was made, found, discovered.
They're just walking, and as you walk by, they just attach themselves alongside of you, holding barking, snarling dogs. Except these dogs were different. For all the fangs and snarling and barking, there was no sound coming out. The dogs had their vocal cords cut to avoid being detected.
Right.
There was a very odd book where, as you moved the page...
So the dogs were like, they weren't barking, they were like, right? What were they doing? Just snapping teeth? It just doesn't make sense, damn it. Oh, sorry. Damn it. All right, let me go back.
Move the page every few degrees, it would go through different layers. And in one, they had a picture of a house, and it was like a mud hut type house. And you'd move it, and the grass would disappear. Move it, the mud would disappear. You'd see the superstructure. Move it, and you'd just see the internal dwelling area. And to me, that was amazing, because I couldn't possibly see how that could be done optically. It was very simplistic, and it just showed what lived in a dwelling like that. But the same thing. As you moved the page, this guy's clothes would drop. His skin would come off his muscles. It would do that. And instead of sitting there reading most of the text, I played with the photographs. Because even looking up close, I could not see. You could not get to a point where it would not take place. You know, if you had a 3D card in certain lights and certain angles, it just doesn't work. And you have to position it right. But no matter how this was, if you tilted it in a certain way, it worked.
Right, that's like those hologram pictures, right?
And to me, I was fascinated by that.
This is Bob talking.
The book had 2 front covers. If you flip the book over, this is where the stuff about Zeta Reticuli and other stuff would come from. In that alien section, that I call the alien section because it dealt with them, we were always referred to as containers.
Ugh.
So it was definitely written from an alien point of view.
Well, if you want to watch the last minute and 45 seconds at that, I'm sorry, I played almost all of it. I was so into it again. But that's interesting. Bullshit. Tonight I also have Bigfoot. I think I know what's up with Bigfoot, and I believe Dorothy had her, she thinks similar to what I think, but I had a point of view on what I think these upside down trees are. And I have a video I'm going to play. They see these up, I think it's in Alaska. They're finding these trees lifted out of the ground, turned upside down, and replanted. And it's possible that they... What? Don't tell them? All right, I'll wait until we're done here. So did you know... Nope, I'm not going to play it. Sorry. All right, before we get into Bigfoot, I want to play this Into Thin Air video. But I know I jumped over that whole S4 thing. I think I said everything I had to say about it. To be honest with you, I think there was a lot of traffic and people were flagging it. I think Google Maps looked at it. Maybe the algorithm saw all these people rushing over to their platform and saying, holy crap, who put S4 here? Joey, did you do that? And he's all laughing. Of course Joey did it. Joey always puts flags where he shouldn't. So they took the flag out. The pin, whatever. And S4 it is no more. Now it's just, in my opinion, strictly, that's all I can go by. But alien scientists on Alien Addicts show on Sunday, yesterday, kind of proved to me that these are possibly, more than anything, water gushers. They're things that collect the water around to help the animals in the area drink the water. And that's awfully strange. But, I mean, he showed us that there were these water gushers there. Guzzlers? Whatever. I don't know. Guzzlers, is it? Containers. Let's just call them that. And maybe, just maybe, they're feeding water to the local animals in the area. Now, I think that's awfully strange. Like, stranger than strange. And anytime we've seen pictures or close-up things or drone shots, airplane videos, I've never seen any animals running around down there. I know it's usually hot, but I mean, there's 6 months out of the year where it's not that hot. But I don't know. I mean, how many of these animals are going down to these water containers looking for water? Secondly, that place had hundreds of bombs, hydrogen bombs, right? Nuclear bombs tested over there. That whole area should be contaminated. So why would you want to give the animals, here's a pool of contamination for you, enjoy. But then I have my idea thinking, what does it matter where the water comes from? If it comes from the sky and lands on the ground and rolls down the mountain and is funneled into these pipes, into these containers, that's the same water these animals would be drinking if they licked it in the ground, off the ground, right? Unless it goes through a filtration system that we just don't know about. And to be honest, I don't think that our government cares too much about filtrating water, getting rid of what is it? What is it called? Getting rid of nuclear stuff. Anyway, it's an interesting thing. I'm sure we'll find out more tonight on Third Phase of Moon, so keep your eyes peeled for that notification. Now, on to meteor exploding over Pennsylvania. And we're blaming a passing asteroid, according to Into Thin Air. And I'm going to play the video here. I don't know how much I'm going to play. It's 6.5 minutes, pretty much. But let's see. Well, we can get the gist of it, because I watched it twice already. So let's take a listen from Into Thin Air. Thank you.
A meteor explosion. That's what the National Weather Service believes was likely behind a loud boom New Year's morning that left many wondering what happened.
People heard their windows rattle and felt their walls shake as the boom echoed across the sky.
And yes, you heard correct, my friends. Allegheny County, the home of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is the newest location for the most recent meteor explosion. Not only was this picked up on our satellite imagery, but doorbell cameras all over that area picked up the massive explosion and the concussion felt by hundreds of people. Keep in mind, this is all taking place while NASA is testing our Earth defense system by sending a DART rocket to change the path of an asteroid. Oh, and did I mention we were just told about an asteroid bigger than the Empire State Building set to pass Earth in just days? My friends, I'm gonna break this all down for you right here, right now. Let's go. And that's what they're calling it, a meteor explosion over Pennsylvania. Welcome back, my friends. It is January 2nd, 2022, 12:12 p.m. And for those of you that live in southwest Pennsylvania, and for those of you that were up by noon after a New Year's Eve, you had quite the surprise over your heads. Although technically not confirmed to be a meteor just yet, it is safe to say that this was, in fact, a meteor exploding over the skies of Pennsylvania. And I got some audio for you. We can actually hear this taking place. Here we go. That noise being picked up by a doorbell cam within the area where that meteor exploded. Now let's go over some details for this, as if we don't have enough going on in space weather right now. A loud boom that shook the South Hills and other parts of the region on Saturday morning, described by residents across Allegheny County as strong enough to rattle their houses. Now, although there is no confirmation that this was actually a meteor, it is pretty certain that's exactly what took place. It is being seen on satellites and not...
I want to interrupt. I want to tell you something, because here in Florida, 3-4 months ago, at 4 or 5 a.m., I can't remember, I think it was around 5, I heard 2 extremely loud explosions, and all the windows in my home were rattling. I even heard the windows in the front shaking. I didn't see it. I was in bed with the lights on. And I even heard the window next to me. That was strange. Then, a couple of weeks ago, I was not awoken, I was already up at 4 a.m. And this is confirmed by my parents as well, and their neighbors who were over for the holidays, saying that there was a very loud, and they thought it was lightning, thunder. They said, "You don't understand, this was the loudest thunder we have ever heard." And they're 80. So something is going on, and I told my parents, no, I think that was a sonic boom. And when I ran outside a couple of weeks ago, I didn't hear any plane, passing by, or another shockwave of another passing jet or whatever. But this is interesting that all these people near the region where I live, basically southeast, Georgia and Louisiana and whatnot, as you're finding out, Pennsylvania, they even said not associated with lightning, that the flash was something else. It is odd. I'll continue this. I just wanted to throw in that we're experiencing here in Florida as well.
Not to mention from one of the professionals themselves. Take a listen to this.
There's an asteroid in our solar system that's responsible for that. And when Earth passes through the debris field shed by that asteroid, we have lots of meteors coming into our atmosphere.
And I very much agree with that. That coming out of KDKA2 CBS Pittsburgh. I'll leave the link to this article in the description. And if any of you have been following my channel for any extent of time, we've been constantly talking about the uptick in not just meteor sightings, but the sonic booms. And now all this asteroid talk, the movie Don't Look Up, NASA heading to space to test our Earth defense systems, all of this stuff happening at the same time, the Christmas comet returning after 80,000 years. And after hearing about the tail of an asteroid which is causing these meteors, we get an article released to us talking about an asteroid the size of the Empire State Building to pass Earth next week. Now let me be clear, this asteroid is going to be pretty far away and not at risk of having an impact on Earth, but we need to understand that they come with friends. Meteor showers in many cases are the direct result of Earth passing through the tail end of an asteroid. You are looking at the American Meteor Society website, and the reason there's not a lot of reports on here is because this is a visual website meant for people who see meteors. They come on and then report them. So we have one report here, more than likely just heard by this person because it was overcast, it was cloudy. They ruled out thunder, they ruled out any sort of seismic activity, basically only leaving one option, and that option just happens to tie into so many different things going on above our heads right now. Within the last 2 months, not only did we get the trailer for the movie Don't Look Up, but we also watched the launch of the NASA DART mission, which supposedly is to test our Earth defense systems against an asteroid that would be heading towards us. Take a look at this article from November 23rd, How Earth Might Be Saved If an Asteroid Was Headed Straight For Us. This theme has continued for the last 2 months now, all of which taking place between the week of Thanksgiving and now New Year's. You guys know I'm very big into making connections when it comes to our weather here on Earth or space weather and then the news as a whole. It's very hard to ignore some of these things. As you can see on your screen here, Volcano Discovery picked up this meteor explosion as an unconfirmed quake or seismic-like event. This happens often. We've been on this website many times to talk about the northeast meteor uptick. Not only that, but it seems like so much is going on that we're beginning to forget some of these things. This was back in November, I believe the first week in November, even before the entire Don't Look Up and DART mission was being talked about, or around the same time. Take a look at this. An asteroid barely misses Earth last week, and nobody knew it was coming. This was the situation where the asteroid came from behind the sun and was almost blocked by the brightness of the sun and the fact...
And, whoa, where'd I go? Come on. Yeah, we talked about this before. Damn it, I'm watching the video with you guys, and I didn't mean to play this much. But you know, it is what it is now. But anything that comes from behind the sun, we are not going to have a lot of time. Obviously, he just said that, but it's something that we've reiterated time after time after time. You'd think that we have this detection system that can actually watch everywhere. It can't. I think it's a very small percentage, like 10, 2? I don't know. It's under 10% of the sky. They can't watch it every single place, especially from behind the sun. So the fact that that asteroid came within, 8 million miles? I feel a little scared. I'm a little worried for the James Webb Telescope being out in the middle of nowhere. Who knows? See, this is the problem I have with light speed. If you're going to go from one galaxy to another and you have to go light speed, you don't know what little pebble is hiding out in front of you, 500 million billion miles away. One little tiny piece of dust going at 186,000 miles per second, well, that's going to slice you in half. Oh, they're going to have deflector shields and they're going to have all sorts of stuff protecting us. No, that's not for 125 years.
Fact that we don't have cameras looking in that direction. Here is a snapshot from a few weeks ago where a mix of earthquakes and meteor sonic booms basically circled the entire northeast, beginning at the New Madrid fault line, stretching all the way up through Canada. And this wasn't the only time this happened. About a week and a half later, in one day, all of these seismic events took place, some of them also being meteor sonic booms once again circling the upper northeast. The reason I'm bringing this up is because this meteor boom was felt in Pittsburgh. Right here, it would fall within this target zone that we've been talking about for months now. I would very much love to hear your thoughts down below of what you...
That's unbelievable. Yeah, go to Into Thin Air and like, share, subscribe. The link will be in the description right after the show. So thank you for that report, which I got from your channel with permission. We just don't take anything. Thank you very much. What a great channel too, by the way. All those videos are like really interesting and hard hitting, and the guy does his research. And no wonder why he's growing leaps and bounds. I think that channel in the paranormal, strange weather phenomenon, UFO genres, that might be the fastest growing channel out there on YouTube right now. So go take a look. You see what you get. I mean, it's quality. So, and by the way, he'll be reporting on third phase of moon tonight, so don't forget to keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you, Into Thin Air. All right, so interesting that these meteors are just flying by. In 2012, we had that big one in Russia. Remember how it blew out windows? People were driving and they saw this big plume of smoke in the sky, I guess you could call it. Looked like a chemtrail, but man, I think they said that one was the size of like a, what was it, a Volkswagen? Pretty big. Pretty big. And in a few minutes, we're going to get into the Bigfoot thing. But I want to kick off the new year with something good. Something, a little old now. Something good, something old, something shared. What are they? Come on, everybody! Greg Brown, Crop Circle song. We got 200 live here tonight on Goof On. Happy New Year.
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
Just a little. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's get going. Now, I know a lot of you out there believe in Bigfoot. I think I'm still on the fence. I want to believe so badly, but when I hear stories from credible people, that night I'm like, okay, Bigfoot exists. And then I see a video the next night. Oh, Bigfoot captured on a big hill, just about a mile away from a family. And it looks like a dude, No research was done. Well, we zoomed in and we had Joey go up there, and Joey wasn't as tall as Bigfoot, but he couldn't make it to the rock that Bigfoot got next to because it was too messy up there. So if Johnny couldn't walk up there, well, it had to be Bigfoot. Yep, it had to be. Now, somebody sent me a story, a link, I think, or a message about David Wilcock. That's right. We'll talk about Wilcock in a little bit. About, yeah. I didn't talk about this. How he said the Matrix movie was ripping off his Cosmic Disclosure movie. We'll get back to that. But Bigfoot, now I've heard from a couple of people that are close to me or were close to me, no longer, that they saw Bigfoot. And the description and the story just didn't jive with what truth sounds like to me. You know what I mean? So I didn't believe it. And I'm like, well, if that person that I usually trust is telling me that story that sounds totally made up, well, maybe everybody's making it up. And that's just not it. That's just not true. Bigfoot goes back to the Indians of all people, right? It goes back past them. It goes all the way to the Pilgrims. Yeah. They talked about hairy creatures and all that. Didn't they have Thanksgiving with them? I think the indigenous had Thanksgiving dinner with Bigfoot, right? No, that was before the Pilgrims came. The indigenous talked about working out and bartering with Bigfoot. And there was a relationship and dialogue and all this stuff between this big hairy man and the indigenous. And then the white man came and I guess scared him away or killed him, who knows. But whatever the story is, since then, we can't get a good anything on Bigfoot. The mowing devil was in a newspaper article way back over 100 years ago about a crop circle that just showed up overnight, and they called it a mowing, like a devil, and it was a circle of a crop. It was a crop circle. It was in the newspaper or whatever it was. You could see Bigfoot. But if we look at the evidence we have today, and by God, they're trying. They are trying to find the right suit. They are trying to find the right guy who could walk like him. Hell, we heard Bigfoot singing last year. Remember that? Right? He sounded like that guy. Who was that guy? He sounded like that guy. Yeah, he did. Brother. Remember? And he would talk and say, brother. That's who he was. That's Bigfoot. Well, here's an interesting video. So park rangers have just announced, and this was January 1st, that something is happening right now that scientists can't explain. And it's this. These trees that are being uprooted and replanted upside down. Now, I thought that maybe, just maybe, that these are places that they core out the middle, like Bigfoot would dig out the center of this, and it'd be like an elevator to the caves underneath, right? They get in it. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's not that. Maybe they're hiding in these things. Well, if somebody comes by with the saw or a gun, done. So I don't think it could be that. And Dorothy thought, what would you say? It was a marker, like it shows people, it shows Bigfoot that there are humans that have been in the area. Something like that. It's a marker for, watch it, humans. I mean, to pick up a tree and to replant it in the ground just to say, there's a couple of humans here. Humans? Huh? What? That's how Bigfoot sounds. You know that's how he sounds. There's no other way he doesn't. Brother. So, let's hear what Unexplained Mysteries has to say about this. Pretty good video, actually.
A post made by park rangers and a few scattered articles. There's not much information about this mystery, but those who've encountered these scenes have been left confused. One post was submitted by a park ranger in the United States, and they detailed that on a number of occasions they found these trees turned upside down. Nothing that would seem out of the ordinary in a place like a national park, or in a state that often gets hit by harsh weather conditions. However, this park ranger soon picked up on the fact that something didn't seem right. They described that the trees had been torn straight from the ground, but the strange thing about this is that no other trees nearby had been affected, pretty much ruling out that this had been done by a natural event.
How can anybody just sit there, and a park ranger or a scientist, look at the tree, it's upside down, and planted in the ground a few feet? And that thing has got to be heavy. Right? How is this even possible? How could it be natural weather? So let me get this straight. So it rained a lot, maybe. Right? Let's say it rained a lot and it flooded the whole area up. And the trees started sloshing around. This one just happened to roll over into a hole. And then the mud and everything else, as the waters receded, kind of buried it back, upside down. Perfectly, by the way. Perfectly. You put a what do they call that? A steady rule? A balance rule? Whatever those things are. That's perfectly balanced. Yeah, I'm not treeing around. So, yeah. So there's that weather. Come on, man. That insults my intelligence. Don't you feel that insults your intelligence? Just like when scientists would say at the UFO sightings, oh, what did we see, doctor or scientist guy? What did we see? Well, I did a little bit of studying around here. It looks like it was, shall we say, moss. No, not moss. What do they call those things? Swamp gas. That's what it is. It's swamp gas, yeah. Insult our intelligence like that.
This led them to believe that it was an isolated incident.
Bullshit.
Only a matter of weeks later, though, the park ranger was walking through the same national park.
What?
Saying that it can be found in Washington, and once again found another tree that had been turned upside down and forced into the ground. He said that these trees are easy to find, sticking out among the rest with the roots pointed towards the sky. However, when he approached people and casually brought it up in conversation, they seemed to be just as confused as he was, asking whether there had been any type of severe weather conditions in the region that may have caused this. As stated though, these trees hadn't been ripped out of the ground in the same way as a storm, but rather pulled and then placed back into the earth using a huge amount of force. The question he had was, why would someone do this? And how could they generate enough force to be able to place a tree back into the earth upside down?
We'll never know, kids. We'll never know. That's the beauty of Bigfoot. Not enough scat, not enough fur, not enough dirty teeth, not enough nails chewed off, not enough bones to find to put together evidence against that Bigfoot. Well, no, that Bigfoot exists against. What are you talking about? What do you think you are, Johnny Cochran? Who am I? David Will Cochran? Anyway, I like the story, but I don't like the story. But Bigfoot's still trying to get around, I also wanted to show you this because a lot of people have been going mad about these videos that have been popping up out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Let me pull it up. This is unbelievable. Why is this not moving? There we go. Let me pull it up here. This is from a drone. Okay. Captured off the drone. I don't know if I played this on the show, but I'm showing it now. This comes from the Conspiracy Theory channel. Again, all links will be in the description after the show to all the videos I play. Check this out. Drone captures something shaking the trees. Could it be Sasquatch? Let's watch this video first, and I have one right after this that might explain it. Was that Barracuda? Dun, 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 dun. Watch, just watch what happens. This gets crazy. Watch. What? Where is it going? There's nothing down there. You can't see anything. Well, there it goes. What? How? That's crazy. Now, the one thing that bothers you, want me to I'll show them one more time. The one thing that bothers me about this is that the drone doesn't go over it. It sits back. Why are you sitting back? I turned off the music. You can see that there's nothing that shows up on the ground. I don't see anything. And that's violent. That's a violent shaking. Those are 30-foot trees. 40. There it goes. Those are heavy. Is it a Bigfoot? We don't know because Jerkoff with the drone didn't fly over the area. Sorry I'm yelling. It just makes me angry. Oh, we got a Cash App came in from, let's see. Hey, Tim Vincent. Thank you very much. That's $11. I appreciate that. That's right. You can support the show with the Cash App or or YouTube or PayPal. I forgot about that. But did you see the shaking there? Thank you, Tim Vincent. You always use the Cash App. I appreciate it. That's the only reason I keep it. Continuing supporter of Goof On. Now I have this other video I'm going to show you. Brian Kogler. Hope I said that right. A $5 super chat says, search Steve Isdal, The Day Sasquatch Became Real for Me book. YouTube channel is howtohunt.com. Got DNA for Dr. Melba Ketchum, female human-like unknown male. Thank you for the $5 super chat and the information. All right, I'll pull that up in a second. Let me get the second video for you that may explain the tree being ripped out of the ground. And this is somebody's interpretation of what they think. And this comes from Thinker Thunker. Thinker Thunker. Here we go.
TikTok, all we get is this kind of little thumbnail of a video and no noise.
Well, you don't get a noise with the drone footage. Drone, unless you are having a microphone on the drone, most drones don't have audio.
Audio of the recording. Now, I searched everywhere for drone tree Tennessee and could not come up with a thing. I could not find the original footage. Now, we tore through this. We all looked at this, and there was not a single sign of machinery in this. And there's a reason for that. Through this, so we all looked at this. Down in the comment of my video, somebody posted a link to this, and it's entitled Bigfoot, which explains why me searching for drone tree Tennessee turned up nothing. And it was posted by Stephanie C. And in her description, she says WTH. So Stephanie was selling this as the real deal. So what we're watching for is any sign of any trucks, trailers, anything out there whatsoever, any smoke. Now we see the tree is getting hit. Keep watching. Signs of machinery. And there, I believe it's about to be ripped out. Yeah, now it's ripped out of the ground and it's doing the big walk off into the woods. As to why anybody with machinery would carry a tree off with it straight up in the air, I have no idea. Okay, so that's about the end of the clip right there. Okay, so now I'm going to slow that down a little and play it back. Watch right out in here for any signs. Here we go.
There's something down there.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
All right, let me zoom in.
But you don't know what it is.
And rock back a little. Okay, here we go. I'm going to scrub through slowly. Right there. Starts right there. We see this pop up, a little yellow there. And that's probably the best look of it we get. And then it goes through. It appears to be green. It can get really hard to see. So we get about 5 seconds. Now let's scrub back and forth. 5 seconds
There's something
of
there.
machinery. But there's a really good reason why I didn't find that 5 seconds. And that's because the Weird Shelf TikTok guy cut it out for me.
Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? See, this is why I can't stand this field of Bigfoot, this field of ufology, this field of ghosts, ghouls, and spirits. Everybody's lying. I can't do it. I just can't do it. No, I can do it. I don't give a shit. We're going to figure stuff out. That's what we're here for. Good going, Thinker Thunker. I don't know what he found, and I don't know if that proves that there's a machine down there. Because when they moved the tree away, other trees don't get moved. Okay, so how is it possible? I think this is interesting because this could be Sasquatch for real. How is it possible that this tree goes through to the left and there's no rope or anything ripping the other trees apart, and you really don't see anything at the base? Right there. Nothing. It's weird. Yeah, I'm going to look right there and see if we see something. There's something going on there. See that right there? If you look to the left, there's something going on right here. See that? Watch. Something. Maybe it's one or two Bigfoot, but I don't know. Why would Bigfoot do this? Well, the same reason why Bigfoot would take a tree, uproot it, turn it upside down, and put it back in the ground. Because he didn't. That's why. Or she. I don't know, man. That's just bizarre. Watch it take off. I mean, I've seen logging shows where they have these little, they have all of these wires going all over the place, right? High tension wire. So they could throw down the debrancher, and then they also have something where they wrap the logs, they wrap it around the logs to pick them up and throw them over to the side for the truck. But I've never seen a tree. Actually, I have. There was a guy who had to get a lot of trees, and the trees were up top, and he built this like a, I don't know what you call it, but you tie the tree on it and then you release it and it goes down like on a zip line, and like 30 miles an hour through the forest. But that was horizontally. This is vertically being picked up like waving a flag or something. And I've never seen that on any logging show. And to pull the tree out the way it did, it's just bizarre. It doesn't make sense. What am I not doing? I'll catch up. What's going on in the chat room? It's on a effing logging road. Is it? Well, whatever it is. I don't see it being pulled on a pulley system where you would see it disrupting other trees in the area. Because when it passes and it goes through this way, the other trees don't move. Watch. Watch. No other tree is moving. You're saying there's a road there? If there's a road there, maybe that's why the drone operator doesn't move there. That's what it is. That's what it is. There's a road there. Good call, Paul Cargo. There's a road there. We just can't see it. And that is why he removed the 5 seconds. That is why he's standing or flying on an angle. He's back further away. Easy. Done. Good job, Paul Cargo. I didn't even think of that, like an idiot. But anyway, that's why you need more than one people sometimes to figure stuff out. All right, I just thought maybe we had something on Bigfoot. Because it got the whole internet excited a few weeks ago, including me. I've never seen anything like that. And then I started thinking, okay, well, what looks like that? Nothing. Well, what could look like that? Loggers? It's got to be it. Now, I have this video here, and I don't remember playing it. Let me see. Shut up.
Parts in his possession.
A fisherman saw a ghost like this, and frankly, it just keeps you sharp.
But what distinguishes Dr. Gary Nolan even more is that he's not just intellectually interested in UFOs.
I mean, I have some in a locked bank account.
He claims to have what may be UFO parts in his possession.
A fisherman saw a glowing object and it just suddenly exploded.
And you'll have to stick around to the end of this episode where we actually see and discuss these UFO parts.
Why isn't the government immediately funding this research?
Maybe the stuff that we have, somebody is sitting around saying laughably, they're wasting their time on exhaust.
Right.
We have the engine.
But before you say, Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? This is absolutely insane. The story gets even crazier. Just a few years ago, the CIA actually came knocking on Dr. Gary Nolan's door for help.
At first I thought it was a joke. I really did. I was looking across the way here to see if there was a camera.
The agency wanted to see if people who had claimed UFO contact had any neurological and physiological differences. Nolan actually thinks that these particular parts of the basal ganglia, called the caudate nucleus and the putamen, could actually have something to do with people's ability to see and encounter UFOs.
I mean,
Andy Miller, thank you for the $1.50 super sticker that is hearts. Back at ya. A. Miller. Mucho gusto generoso. Continuing supporter of Goof On. Hey, Dark Hour Paranormal's here. What's up, Michael? Hey, Miss DJ. UFOs Anonymous. What's up, Jeanette Bombach? Dark Sky Files, how's everybody, huh? You guys all doing all right? Hey, we're ripping through this show like tinfoil. This is so easy tonight. I don't know. Thanks, Andy. Right back at you. What was I saying?
Alien means alien.
Wait, I gotta replay what I just heard. I gotta replay this. Did I hear it right? Actually, that's why.
There was a camera.
The agency wanted to see if people who had claimed UFO contact had any neurological and physiological differences. Nolan actually thinks that these particular parts of the basal ganglia, called the caudate nucleus and the putamen, could actually have something to do with people's ability to see and encounter UFOs.
Before I say anything else, I want to listen and see what else he has to say. Because if I Mughal Gabliata has changed in my head, I'd like to know about it. But here's the thing. Here's the funniest thing. That a lot of people are lying. And when there's mass sightings like the Phoenix Lights and other ones where thousands of people saw the lights, so you mean to tell me, Dr. Gary P. Nolan, that all those people had a little issue with their little Abdugabalaba thing in their brain? Really? That's what happened? Really? Unbelievable. Oh, it's pronounced Kegler. Thank you. Yeah, I hate making mistakes like that. Just retired, 29 years, Army Aviation, CH-47 Chinook instructor. Wow, I love the Chinooks. In New York, there's a lot of Chinooks out there. Rank CW5 retired, night vision and survival expert. If you have military or aviation questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, you chiseled chest. Oh yeah, sizzle chest. Well, now I know who you are, what you are, and what you're about. How dare you throw jerky boy humor at me on my show? I swear to God, that's crazy. My shoes just flew off. I almost farted. Sal Rosenberg. Thank you, Mr. Kegler. Thank you, Brian. I won't forget your name. And $20 super chat. That is stellar in the new year. Thank you very much. You're great. I can't believe you threw sizzle chest or chisel chest at me. How dare you? That caught me off. I love that when you guys do that to me. Dorothy Hawkins. Oh, she took the $5. That's it. She took it. You know what she did? She made it really small. And she threw it as fast as she could. There's a 5. I was going to do something else. I just didn't have it in me, Dorothy. I just... Thank you. I got it. See, I did. You didn't think I was gonna, and then it happened. Gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. Thank you. You're a continuing supporter of Goof On, as is Mr. Kegler. Thank you. And if I do have any questions, I will shoot them right back at you about anything like that. That is incredible to know. Yeah, I don't know very many people who have that type of experience or professional, who had a job like that. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's continue with this. I can't believe what I'm hearing right here. I did not play this that far into it to know that Gary actually thinks there's something wrong with our brain or different about a certain area that makes us see UFOs. You know, that has got to be one of the boldest and bravest things to say for him. That is incredible. Don't ask me. I mean, don't you think that takes a lot of cojones to say something like that? Cojones? It's a silly statement. That's all. I would never say it. And he's a doctor. And I never, ever, ever, ever thought he was very good about UFOs and things like that. I always thought he was a little bit like trying too hard. I always thought he was trying too hard. I'm off tonight. I feel like something's a little off. And not in a bad way, just different. I'm finding myself this new year. I don't even know who I am anymore. Jerky.
I mean, alien means alien. They're either from another planet in this galaxy or elsewhere, or they're from another level of reality that we don't understand. Or they've been here all along and they just...
Are you freaking showing me? Look what the hell they're showing us. This is a joke, right? This is a joke. Who is this? What channel is this? This is a joke, right? This is a goof, right? This is from UFO Joe. I'm surprised.
They just show up to look at us.
It's from Jesse Michaels. Okay, I see.
Past. So if you like crazy shit like that...
Oh, this is Jesse Michel's. I can't believe what I'm seeing right here. I am a little taken aback by this. 83,000 views on this video. I've made 530 videos. I have never had a viral video. I guess I just suck. That to me is amazing. No. I am gonna, people always say this, these jerk-offs out there in YouTube world saying, all Goof On does is complain about his views, his subscribers. No, I don't. I'm just shocked that this video has almost 100,000 views. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say I want to. I'm just saying it's amazing. That's it.
And you want more, hit subscribe now. And if
Dog, shut the fuck up.
Of course, yes. Oh yeah, of course. Could be.
Aliens don't exist. Yes.
I'm an alien.
Oh, he's asking about aliens. Okay, so he's the man on the street here. He's throwing it in with the interview. I see what he's doing. He's treating this like, I forget the name of the show. Interesting.
Science in its...
Now I understand the 84,000. I like the shoes, by the way. Slip-ons? No, those are. I think these are Nike. I don't remember.
Essence and scientists are capitalists. Most of the biology scientists in the country have some relationship to studying cancer. Why? Because the NCI, the National Cancer Institute, is one of the biggest institutes in the country for doling out money. So you follow the money. And if there's no money for doing this research, and there's no positive feedback for it, and if anything, negative feedback, then the science doesn't advance.
This is a crucial point. Despite the upper echelon...
All right. If you guys want to watch the rest of that, because he claims to have real UFO parts. Do you hear what I'm saying? He claims he has real UFO parts. And I think I remember, I think I did listen to this somewhere in here. Let me see.
You make the unexpected but brilliant.
Schizophrenics just map of Mars while at NASA, sending them to a
at an extremely high level of purity, but and it turned out it was magnesium at an extremely high level of purity, but that's strange because magnesium burns like hell. So obviously it had something else in it. So we did a mass spectrometry analysis of some of those pieces with a highly sensitive instrument. It's over in the engineering department called a nanosims. It's a secondary ion mass spec, as it's called. And basically, what it lets you do is determine not just the elements by their mass, but also the isotopes by their mass, right? And one of them was anomalous. The magnesium ratios were way off. I mean, not even close to being natural. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody now? I've been through. Oh, by the way, congratulations to me. Turning and on April 15th will be my 18th year in ufology. COVID. 18 years, April 15th. And being in the field this long, you get to learn some narrative, you get to learn some language, you get to learn what people are saying, even if they're not explaining it the normal way or a different way. So what he said, it's not natural, fine. So, but what he isn't saying is that it could be man-made. And that is what happens. Anytime somebody says they have UFO material, we find out it's got too much nickel in it, right? It's got too much barium or whatever. Barium, I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is this guy's using the same language that everybody else uses, and then somebody will switch it when they really find out, when they get another test on it, and their test will have something completely different. Yes, that isotope is a little bit out of range, but it's bad made if you mix it with this or if it's at a certain temperature. That's what happens. Do some testing on that. UFO parts. How many times? You know, this field. Who's this? Mary Young Sliwa. What are you doing? I thought I saw something pop up. Thank you so much. That is a cool super sticker. It's a jumping up and down panda who keeps himself afloat for a second or two with fireworks going off all around him, or her. Thank you very much. That is really nice. Well, Happy New Year to you and yours. That was sweet. And, of course, you're a continuing supporter of Goof On. Thank you. It's $50. What, are you kidding me? Santa must have been good. Jeff Garvey, $10 super sticker. Did that show up? Oh, hold on. I have my phone open. Oh, here it is. It's a lemon head. I think it's trying to kill itself. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it's doing one of these. Oh. I guess it is. Yeah, it's trying to kill itself. Thank you. That's weird. It should be a yellow, and it's orange on my screen. It should be yellow. Thank you for the $10 super chat, super sticker, Jeff Garvey. That is mucho gusto, generoso, and another continuing supporter of Goof On. Where are we? Where are we tonight? We're almost done. We got about 20. Hey, unidentified S4. What do you say? What do you be? Go to his channel too. He's going to be going live March 1st. I expect to be on it. No, I'm just kidding. I can't wait. I can't wait till you go live there. Heavens to Betsy. A Megatroid. Unidentified S4. All right, let's get into Twitter. And we'll fly through this because who gives a shh? Don't say that. Don't say that. This is important stuff. I don't know why I'm on Jeremy Corbell's thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. Let's come back to that. Oh, this is okay. This here, NDAA is signed. This was December 27th. That's how long I've had this. Let me see what this says. What is this? UFO UAPM. Why do I have that UFO podcast? Why?
This Authorization Act has been signed by President Joe Biden, and that in effect, well, puts into effect a lot of things. There are tons of amendments and bits and pieces of info that especially if you're outside of the US, you don't have an interest in. But the one little piece that we were very, very interested in was Senator Gillibrand's amendment. That, or one of them, even then, to go into the minutiae, one of those amendments of Senator Gillibrand. I've said Gillibrand and Gillibrand already. Christ, I've covered all bases. Yeah, Gillibrand. Was the UFO office, as we're all calling it. And we're finally going to officially, for 2022, have a UFO office in the United States government that is funded and is going to be reporting and collecting. Actually, Dan, what is it going to be doing? Because this is something I see a lot of people commenting on online. Do we know yet officially what it's going to be doing?
We know some of what it's going to be doing. There are some things that are up in the air at the moment. For example, the name.
Ironically,
they haven't even named it. We went through Astro, ATRO. Then we got the Pentagon announced AOI MSG. So
too old to talk about. Don't you agree? Yeah. Who cares? Let's get rid of that. Hey, goosh. All right. Well, what do we got next? Start off this new year. The SETI Institute. It says here, new system would let us know if aliens are using lasers to communicate. With laser detecting devices in California and Hawaii, SETI researchers will be able to scan an unprecedented amount of sky. What did I say? I said, no way. Aliens would have had to have the same materials, elements, and brain power to think of it. Look how long it took us. What, 30,000 years after leaving the caves? Not a chance. And that's why the Galileo project won't work either. I guess you can't win if you don't play. So you got to give them a chance, right? We'll give them the chance to try to find a laser. This is crazy, man. I mean, people are just doing anything and everything, and I don't mind. I don't mind them trying. I just think it's odd spending all this money to see if there's lasers out there flying through the atmosphere or space. Are aliens pointing lasers back at Earth? Do these people not realize how small we are? On the outstretched arm of a spiral galaxy, mind you, hidden by our sun and by a lot of other things that, make us hard to see. How would they see us to know that I gotta shoot lasers over that blue-green planet over there? You see it? Which one, Herb? I see about 90,000 of them. Well, that one right there. You got 90 fingers. Just pick a finger and point. Here's my middle ones. Right there. I don't see it. It's right there. I don't see Earth. There's no way they're going to find us. Stupid. Dumb. It's ridiculous. But, we have to try. And I appreciate them trying. Let's try everything. We'll throw enough stuff out there. Something's bound to stick. No, it won't. I know. But we have to try. Really? We have to. We have to keep trying. Look at this. Oh my God. I don't even. So, oh my God. Where's Richard Dolan? Where's the Dolan? What is this? UFO Breadit. Now we're talking SETI, it says here. Seth Shostak. In 1959, Father William Gill and approximately 37 people in this missionary at Boyani, Papua, New Guinea, stared for hours at a UFO. Occupants on the deck pointed a laser into the sky and even waved down. In 1959, they had lasers like this? Damn.
Can you imagine what it's like to look up in the sky and see a totally foreign-looking object?
Total eclipse of
hovering,
the heart.
not very far high up, maybe 200 or 300 feet up in the air, and glowing, and two bipods jutting out from underneath it, and sparkling all around, figures walking about on top, and not the slightest noise whatsoever. And so we waved. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get this object down onto the playing field? And as we waved, wondering whether we'd get some recognition and whether perhaps they would understand what we wanted, they waved back.
Look at this.
I asked the boy to go quickly down, bring me a torch, bring me a pencil, bring me paper, and return as quickly as he can so that I can get any other events that occur and minute-by-minute movements, so that at least we'd be able to talk about it the next day.
Wow.
And this he did very, very quickly. He brought it back, and he brought the torch and put the torch on and shone it to the craft. And as he did so, he waved moved the torch this way, and we were dumbfounded when we looked at the craft, and the craft was as though it was responding to the torch. It began to do this too, like a disc-shaped object just moving the same way, responding to the movement of the torch. Next day, just prior to the evening service, about 7 o'clock, the thing was there again. It had arrived about an hour earlier, and we all decided to have the normal evensong that we do have on those nights, because, well, the thing was out there outside the church anyway, and we felt it wouldn't go away during the service, and it didn't. When we came out, there it was, still up in the sky. And so, for another hour or two, we watched.
What?
And then, suddenly, it did go. And there was this amazingly incredible speed that the whole craft disappeared to nothing across the bay.
I gotta tell you, that is amazing. Wow. So, they pointed a laser at it. This is the thought process these people had. Let's shine a light at it and see if it reacts. We've all done it. And it did. Yet, nobody recorded it? And it was out there while they were in church? They were having service. And they said, well, be there when we got out. And, of course, the guy went outside. There it was, Norman. That's the lady from Golden Pond. What was that, Jane Fonda? It's very simple, Norman. You're just an old man. Seeing UFOs. What a story! Next. Who's this guy? Who is this guy? Randy Kramer was the guy that claimed to be taken from his bed. Oh boy. Oh boy. At 17 years old, by military. Taken to the moon, then Mars. Spent 20 years, including 17, fighting aliens. Then returned to his bed as a 17-year-old boy 15 minutes later. Unbelievable. People still trying to make... What did I say? Liar! Just a slight twist on the story makes him as credible as Wilcock and good? Ha 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 ha. Kick rocks. Total BS. Without the most important thing of all, proof. Fighting aliens? It's called dreaming, dude. Get over yourself. You're not a superhero. Grow up. That's a guy who needs... I can't say it or I'll get in trouble. Something's going on, right? Oh, Wilcock? Yeah, let me get to... I think I had that one ready anyway to talk about Wilcock. Here it is. Check it out. I had it ready anyway. Lord Ludicrous. Oh, that's not it? Oh, this is a different one. Oh, that's a different one. Oh, yeah, this is... let's go to David Wilcock, shall we? Let's pull it up. Let's see if I got it in here. David Wilcock. Nope, not in my quick search. Hold on, let's type it in. It should come right up, right? There it is. He thinks that the Matrix Resurrections is stolen from his cosmic, disclosure? He says there are multiple overwhelming and frankly astonishing references to cosmic disclosure all throughout Matrix Resurrections. What a dill hole. This guy, you know, he should shut his mouth. He can't. Too many teeth. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he keeps talking. This is unreal to me, man. This guy's, he says, listen to this. Neo appears to have elements of Corey and me both written into his character. Well, first of all, that's different than what you're claiming. Neo has both of you in him. You two have your own special little powers. But Neo takes them both. That's not stealing your idea. Then that means Neo and Trinity would be Corey Good and David Wilcock. You're wrong already, and it's only the first sentence you brought up, you dillhole. I already used it. Smith and Neo have a huge falling out. Who doesn't? Neo and Smith have been falling out since they ever met, you dummy. Oh my God, Wilcock's head's so big, it's not working anymore. Oh, he's so stupid. What a dumb thing to say. My hand is stuck to my eye. Corey is designing a video game around this material. Neo in the film is doing the same thing with the Matrix. Oh, I gotta tell you, they totally ripped you off, dude. Totally ripped you off. Oh my God, David Wilcock is absolutely deranged. David, you are deranged. I'm going to send him a link to this and the timestamp. You're wrong so far on 3 things out of 3. 3 things out of 3. You're wrong already. This is amazing, isn't it? This is silly. Oh, Wilcock's forehead's here. What's up, Wilcock's forehead? Forehead. No. We didn't. Go away. All right, now David Wilcock says in this one, I mean, these are real. One last example is that Neil Patrick Harris has my features. O-M-F-G. Blonde hair, blue eyes, slender jaw. What about the big cranium? You bulbous head freak. Are you kidding me? They made him the architect, and it seems obvious that his character is based upon some negative projections of how I am seen by the elite. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is unfreaking believable. I can't believe what I'm reading here. Lord Ludicrous Plaid, why did you do this to me? Oh my God, that's embarrassing. He says, before I get my morning started here, this is so astonishing that I will be doing a live stream on the Matrix Cosmic Disclosure Connection very soon. They even dramatized our film meetings with Leon Kennedy. Leon mentioned a friend with an orange suit. Morpheus has that suit. And another weirder example, Emery loved to say that certain people were bots. Meaning, not operating under their own conscious free will. This undoubtedly shows up in his videos. In this movie, Smith infiltrates people with AI by turning them into what? Bots! And he goes on. You folks may not want to believe me, but the number of coincidences is well over 20. Some of them are very specific and show a very, very deep study and knowledge of our lives and stories. It's frankly freakish, but I guess Lana is a super fan, so thank you! I'm hoping to work out a deal with Santa, where he can get something a lot slicker than fussy, smelly reindeer. Well, if it's just the sleigh. Andy says, a lot of people are feeling extreme pain right now. I laugh when I think of the advice one salty, seasoned military advisor told me. It only hurts because you're still weak. Our strength is ultimately in the Creator. This is dancing illusion of photons. I can't go on. Thank you very much tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you, moderators, super chatters, for your help. You keep the show alive and well and motivates me like you wouldn't believe. Thank you very much. Seriously, you have no idea. Also, the newcomers and the veterans. A lot of newcomers tonight. Thank you for coming here. Don't forget later on, Into Thin Air will be on third phase of Moon. Check your listings. And we will check that out very shortly just to see. Let's see if it's going live. Is it going live in a minute? Let's see. Sometimes they do that third phase right after this show. Nope. So that'll be later on tonight in about 4 hours or 5 hours. So thank you, newcomers and veterans. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you fill the bell up. You got to hit it 2 or 3 times for it to get all notifications. And make sure the notifications on your phone are turned on for YouTube. I must have changed 20 people's phones. And that's the problem. That's why you don't get notifications. No, that's not true. YouTube they don't put all 7,000 out. You know that. So I want to thank everybody. Hey. What are we anyway? What is GoofOn? Truthology for ufology. Good night, everybody.